everyone, thank you for joining me. So I'm throwing my hat in the ring with regards to the Model Works appreciation group build that's going on. I saw this in my model shop. It's two complete kits you can get from this box, and you can either do it as it says down there, custom, stock or drag. And what I'm going to do for Charlie is I'm going to do the stock version of the Model T 1925. I will probably use the other kit for another group build at some point, but I just want to show you the bits before I start. So I think a lot of the bits for the stock build are in this pile here. I've gone through, and if I've had to remove some from sprues because they're for the custom or for the dragster variant, then I've done that. And in other cases I've left them on the sprue ready to take them off when I need them. I may have accidentally duplicated some things. For instance, we've got this seat here, but we've got another one there, so I think that's the one for this for the stock, and that's for one of the other ones. I've started on the engine because that was the easiest thing, or the easiest place I thought to start. I have to confess, I'm not keen on kits where you butt fit stuff as opposed to having locating pins and things like that. And as you know, I'm not a model car builder, so this one's going to be a bit of a challenge. I've been picking it up and putting it down, and as I say, I've started with the engine because I thought that would be the simplest place to start on this. So this is going to be all one video, fingers crossed. So the next time you'll see this, there hopefully will be a bit of progress, so I will catch you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, the car is practically constructed. The seat isn't in there, but it does pop in quite nicely. The steering column and steering wheel need to be put in, and also the windscreen frame, windscreen and the headlights need to be put on it. Now this kit, as you know, I don't build many car kits. They're not a favourite of mine, to be honest. I've been military modelling for all my modelling life, but I wanted to do this obviously for the Model Works group build. Trying to put this kit together was a real pain in the neck. Basically, there aren't many holes or locating lugs to fit into holes, so trying to positively identify if a piece is sitting properly was a real challenge for me, and I find that a lot with car models. Fortunately, if I turn this round, and this is where the wheels are going to pop off, the turtle deck, is it, or whatever it's called, at the back, there was one hole within the body of the car, and a locating lug on that. So eventually, after quite a bit of faffing around, I realised that if I put this part on first, glued that in, then I could put the body butting up to it as best as I could, glue that in, and then I could look at putting the hood and the grille on, and that's what I did in the end. Now unfortunately, I don't think the fit is particularly good on this. There are one or two places where things didn't fit quite well, but I got to the point with this where it was going to go together whether I used glue, filler, concrete, bloody 2x4, you name it, I was going to use it just to get this sodding thing together. And I have, as you can see, managed to do that. And if I take this off, that's all one piece, that's all glued, and then we've got the engine and the chassis on here. One thing I want to point out, guys, is it called a wishbone suspension, the spring at the back? It fits into a slot in the rear axle, and you just glue it into there. Well, I wasn't thinking, and it fit beautifully into those two slots. I then went to fit the metal rod and found that I'd pushed these in too far and the metal rod wouldn't go through the axle. So what I then had to do was get a drill bit and just drill that out, and that was fine. That worked great. The first piece I did on this was the engine, as you saw. That was all easily constructible, just needed a bit of trimming and things like that. So this car is going to be finished in the gloss black. I may try and do the seats in the brown. So the next step on this is I can take the wheels off, I'll take the tyres off, I'll give it all a coat of black primer, and then I can start, as I say, putting the gloss black on it. I think I might leave the windscreen off, spray that separately, then I can put the glass in it and then fit it to this. I wanted to leave the headlights off as well because of trying to get spray behind them on the body of the car. There is one other issue I just want to show you guys before I finish this part of the video. So hopefully you can see that. Can you see the where the spring comes up, and we've got this arch here. If I just raise that slightly, you can see that now. If you look at video footage of real life Model Ts, this spring should come up to the underneath of the where the crank handle fits in. You shouldn't have any of this showing on the top here. I can't get the chassis to close up any further up, and you can see this semicircle or wherever showing through. Now, I've had a look at videos that other people have done of making this kit, and they were really useful in helping me. I was trying to fit the wrong bloody part on one occasion. I was fitting one firewall and I should have been fitting another one, and it's because I was watching a chap's video that I realised that. But on their videos, this semicircle on top here, you can see it's sitting proud of the bottom of the grille. So I think that's how I'm going to have to leave it, because I can't get it to push. I can get it to push in a bit, but I can't get it to completely hide behind the bottom of the grille. So that was the other issue I've got. It'll be too late for you guys to comment on that, because I would have, by the time you see this, I would have completed the build. So the next time you see this, I think I'm going to have the build completed. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, so not quite finished yet. I just thought I'd show a bit more. This is the Chaos Black from Games Workshop from a rattle can. Now this was going to be the undercoat, and then I was going to use Humbrol's gloss black from a rattle can to finish it off. But the wife was walking past it and she says, "Oh, that looks good." And I said, "Yeah, but I haven't got the gloss black on it yet." And she says, "But I think it looks good in that." And I've got to be honest, I think the shine that's on it kind of gives it the representation of a newish car, but perhaps slightly dusty. So I've gone with that. This is just the Chaos black primer. The roof, the canvas roof, or whatever it was, I finished that in Temerus grey, just to give it a different shade to the rest of the car, because it's a fabric as opposed to a metal. I don't know whether it went, I think it's maybe a bit too light, it's too far away from black, but yeah, it is what it is. And then I just used Hull Red, believe it or not, from AK to do the leather seating. So that's the body of the car. So this is the chassis, again finished in Chaos Black, but once that had dried, I started painting up the engine. Apparently it was in the camouflage type green that Ford used. So I'd actually got some camo green from AK, so I've used that. Picked out, I don't know whether they're supposed to represent the spark plugs or whatever, on the top there. And then I just did the, what is that, exhaust manifold is it, or whatever, from the engine running to the exhaust. I just picked that out in copper. And then the rest of the exhaust is in like, I think it's gunmetal from AK. If I just turn it over, not much to see there, but you can see that the exhaust is all painted up. So what's left to do? Well, obviously I've got to attach the chassis to the body. I've got to put the steering wheel in, which will be interesting. I've got to put the handbrake in, I've got to put the pedals in, I've got to put the glazing in the windscreen frame and then put the frame on. I've got to put the headlight lenses on as well. Now there is a spare wheel that goes on the back. I don't know whether I'll have it on there or not. I've got to put the gear stick in as well. Is it a gear stick? I think it is. So yeah, so next time you see this, it will be complete, so I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, so I'm back, and as you can see we've got a finished build. I kept with the Chaos Black spray paint for the overall colour of this car. I did have to touch up in one or two places with some AK black where the spray paint hadn't quite reached areas. Unfortunately it's not a rolling chassis. I inadvertently used the wrong metal rods for the axle. When I realised that they were too long, I had to quickly pull the wheels off, but of course I'd use super glue, and then pulling the metal rods through the actual axles deposited super glue within them, and then I put the correct size rods on, and of course they glued to the actual plastic axle, so the wheels don't rotate. I've just added a spot of lime green. I don't know whether you can see it on the steering wheel there, for Charlie Mac green, which I just thought was one of those touches that a build in dedication to the model works would require. So that's it. As you know, because I keep harping on about it, car builds are not my favourite, but I do like to do them every now and again just for the challenge on occasions. And also a lot of you guys are from the car modelling community, and I just want to be involved and show something that you're interested in on my channel on occasion. So that's why I went for this. The other reason is that Charlie Mac does like to build his old cars, and he recently did, I think, a Model T Ford, so it was just the perfect subject for this particular group build. So what's next? I think I've got plenty to do, as you know. I think I might try and do that little armoured car for the weird vehicles in military use group build, my third entry for that. I think that will be my next project. Anyway guys, thanks ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Look after yourselves. I hope your week is going well, and I'll catch up with you soon.